We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Wednesday, April 5th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. We'll start with the Weather Underground forecast. For today, thunderstorms are possible. We're going to have a high of 75, low of 45. The chance of rain is 40%. The 3-day outlook: Thursday, partly cloudy, highs around 64, lows around 41, a 0% chance of rain. Clear skies on Friday, high of 66, low of 39, 10% chance of rain. Clear skies on Saturday as well, high of 72, low of 48, just a 10% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Wednesday. The state's revenue collections bucked a sluggish trend in March, spiking for the first time in nearly a year. Collections have been down for more than a year, but in March they were $52.4 million, or 12.5% above the official estimate. Now, the revenue estimate represents the amount of money that is believed to be available for the legislature to appropriate. In this case, the money was appropriated in the 2016 legislative session for the fiscal year that ends June 30th. For the fiscal year through March, collections are still $80.8 million, or 2.2% below the estimate. Now, this news comes on the heels of a 2017 legislative session that ended with major budget cuts being made because of the ongoing revenue woes. The last time revenue collections exceeded the estimate was May of last year. Corporate tax collections were by far the main contributor to March's positive numbers at $48.8 million, or 85% above projections. A deceased World War II veteran will receive a Patriot's escort through North Mississippi on Sunday. The strange final days of Private Robert D. Brooks have gained national attention. On March 5th, the 89-year-old's body was discovered in a suitcase in a field in Prairie County, Arkansas. An autopsy revealed he died of natural causes, but 2 people were taken into custody for crimes committed while taking his body from Johnstown, New York to Arkansas. Patriot Guard riders on motorcycles will take Brooks's cremated remains from Little Rock to his final resting place, a cemetery near Columbia, South Carolina. The Patriot Guard Riders Mississippi group is scheduled to meet Tennessee Guard members in Olive Branch around 11:30 a.m. Sunday to take over the escort. That group will then meet Alabama riders for another transfer at the Walmart in Fulton between 2 and 2:30 p.m. The details are being arranged for law enforcement to escort the riders on I-22. People are invited to line up on overpasses along the route to show their support, and they can meet the riders at Walmart. Brooks enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1945 and was honorably discharged in late 1946. His medals include the World War II Victory Medal and the Army Occupation Medal. Komen, North Mississippi Race for the Cure distributed $155,000 in grants to continue the fight against breast cancer. The grants, which went to 10 local organizations, will assist the medically underserved and increase early detection of breast cancer at its most treatable stage. The money came from funds raised through October's Race for the Cure in Tupelo and other affiliate events. The grants are available to nonprofit organizations serving a 16-county area in Northeast Mississippi. Grant Committee Chairwoman Rachel Wood said the grants will help put a lot of focus on early diagnosis. For instance, the North Mississippi Medical Center Breast Cancer Center plans to use part of its $30,000 grant to take breast health education and screening to women in underserved areas in Chickasaw, Clay, Prentiss, and Oktibbeha counties. The center will use mobile mammography in those communities. Baptist Memorial Healthcare Foundation received $53,000 to provide mammogram assistance through its hospitals in Booneville, Columbus, New Albany, and Oxford. The grant funds from Komen are vital to providing screening, mammogram, and diagnostic imaging for patients at the Antone Tannehill Good Samaritan Free Clinic in Tupelo, which received $18,000. Since 1998, the Komen North Mississippi affiliate has distributed $2.6 million in grants in North Mississippi and sent $786,000 to support the Susan G. Komen National Research Program. And in sports, Smithville High School is losing its head football coach. After 3 years leading the Seminoles, Chad Collins has taken a job at Raleigh High School, where he will be head coach and athletic director. Collins, a Smithville native, compiled a record of 32-9 during his short tenure. He led his team to the state playoffs all 3 years, including 2 trips to the North Half title game in 2015 and 2016. Collins said leaving was a tough decision, but he felt it was something he needed to do for his family. He praised Smithville's administration, his players, and his assistant coaches. There's no word yet on who will replace Collins. And that's it for Newsbreak on this Wednesday. We do want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts that we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi, news and entertainment with myself and W. Derek Russell. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. So look for one today in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. Also today, new episode of Prep Rally is coming. It's a high school sports podcast with myself, Blake Morgan, and Gene Phelps. Every Wednesday, you can find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at preprally.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your daily journal or at djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. And that's it for Newsbreak on this Wednesday. I'm Brad Locke, and we'll see you next time.